In regional Queensland, schools are a hub for the local community. Being responsive to community needs presents pathway opportunities that are locally relevant, leading to tangible outcomes for students. By bringing industry in, schools can provide authentic, contextualised learning experiences that prepare students to be ready for their future.
The local community of St. George is great. We have a very tight-knit community, very diverse community, lots of agriculture and tourism. 2 years ago, we had a school review. We actually had a community stakeholder group involving the PNC and community members. And we said, what do you want to see in the school? Here's some of our ideas. Agriculture science wasn't being taught here. They wanted agriculture science back in the curriculum, and they wanted agriculture to be a really prevalent aspect of the school.
So at St. George State High School, our ag program is a real highlight of our school community, and in particular that's because of the community that we live in, being in a rural and remote area. So our ag program was re-established in recent years so that we're able to include more of the industry connection and pathways for our students into local industries and careers in our local shire.
The AWE is Agriculture, Water and Environment, and it's a program where kids go out to industry and see the different industry pathways. They can see that agriculture is more than just digging holes and planting crops, that there's a whole variety of jobs at the ready for them.
It's a week-long immersive program. We put them up for a week in camp-style accommodation at the skills centre at the high school. We then take them within the Boulogne Shire and show them what's available, and that ranges from horticulture, feedlot beef, sheep, cattle, cotton, grains, and anything in between.
The program I'm doing this week, it's preparing us by taking us around to different industries within the agriculture to let us have a view of what jobs are out there and what you can do. It's been really eye-opening. Without agriculture, there would be no food. There would be very minimal clothing. There would be next to nothing really. Agriculture is a big part of our day-to-day life.
Yeah, I think it's really valuable to bring students to a community like this because it opens up their eyes a little bit to the scale of some of the things that they see around them anyway.
It's not just farming. We grow, we ship, and we process. We have forklift drivers, we have truck drivers, we have logistics experts, we have an accountant working for us, and we have all of those people that are in any other businesses.
I'm currently studying Cert 2 in Rural Operations with the Shearing Camp program. I grew up around livestock sort of things, and I was never really into like the admin logistics side of things, and now I'm sort of leaning towards auctioning and all that sort of thing, like the logistics of all that.
Main message is don't be afraid to give it a go. It gives you a wide range of skill sets, and it might lead to something completely different from farming, but it's something you learnt on the farm.
The main benefits of having kids in for work experience is they can see the real life application of what they do, and obviously maybe even appreciate what other opportunities are available that they didn't understand before they came.
It's really important to take the time to go out yourself to industry and make sure that you are creating those relationships and sharing what you're trying to do within your school community.
2 years ago when I started at St. George, I quickly realized these people were here before me, the school was here before me, community, industry was here before me, and with some of the providers, I wasn't building relationships, I was actually rebuilding relationships that were previously broken with the school. That took some time, and really the main thing that really helped that out is me valuing it.
Well, it's obvious everything in life is just relationships and connection. Caitlin didn't know me, I didn't know her, but from there, we developed this relationship. And I think that was the lesson, that until you can actually make those friendships, make those connections, we don't see the pathway into each other's worlds. And there are just so many jobs, there's so many different pathways you can take. It's really exciting to be able to say, here is a future for you, and here are the ways that you can come back and grow that future.
To find good quality staff is not easy as what it used to be. So, if we can educate these kids, show these kids that it is here, they can go away and get formal training or get education, not only to come and work in the cotton gin as a team leader or a shift leader, but also to come back into the industry as educated electrical engineers or hydraulic fitters or mechanics, diesel fitters. There's a wide range that they can also help service the cotton industry from the outside.
Yeah, so I think they've developed a whole range of skills, from some of the more, I suppose, specialised practical skills, the land marking, the machinery operation, but I think skills in terms of just teamwork, communication, there's a whole range of different skills that the kids have sort of picked up throughout the program, and they're able to demonstrate that while they're here in a workplace.
When I talk to my cotton growers, they will now tell you that it's not water they're worried about, it's actually having a stable and motivated workforce. And for them, education's the number one priority. They're saying we need to see a pathway from the schools to our paddocks, to our farms. And I just think that it has been quite courageous of the school to stand up and really make these changes happen, because we needed it.
I've never considered doing a camp like this before, but I've always considered pursuing a career in the agriculture industry. I'm thinking of becoming an ag nutritionist. So in the feedlots, they use nutritionists to help with supplying the correct amount of proportions for the feed to make sure they gain enough weight. So I'm thinking of becoming that.
Our industry around St George are very supportive because they see the vision that we have as a school and what we're trying to deliver for our students and the opportunities that we're trying to create. Those opportunities need to be mutually beneficial for industry, and they see that. Once they see that, they're more than willing to come on board and support our students and the school programs.
The AWE program is a two-way street. We love doing it. We love helping the kids to see where food comes from and to see what opportunities are available to them. But it's also good for us because we see it as a way of shoring up our future employment and keeping our people fresh and getting new ideas and new ways of doing things into our business.
So what's next for St. George is we're going to expand our AWE program into junior secondary and even into primary. We've had some interest nationally to come here and attend these programs because what makes us great is the industry partners. It's them volunteering their time, and when I talk to other principals, their whole thing is how do we get industry to participate with us? So one of the major highlights for us is that we can tell after 2 years of running this program is that we feel more part of the community. It's not something that you can measure or anything like that, but you can definitely feel it, and we definitely are getting positive feedback from everybody.
Well, Australia is not Australia without the ag industry, because we need it. We are the next generation in the ag industry, and without being involved in the programs, we wouldn't have the opportunity or the understanding of the careers that we now have to be able to go into the ag industry and pursue what we want.
When schools work collaboratively with industry, students are able to see a future in their local community. It's an opportunity to start small and dream big, drawing on the collective wisdom and energy of key local stakeholders to bring people in, innovate, and open students' eyes to future possibilities. How can your school strengthen connections with the local community and support opportunities and pathways to future employment for all students?